So this video is all about knowing what your why is. When you're learning a foreign language, you need to be able to tell us, the teachers, why you're learning the language. It's easy to say that you're learning Spanish because you've always wanted to learn it, or you're learning English because you think it's a really important language, and all of those reasons are valid, but we need to be able to drill down and find out exactly why it is that you're learning. And sometimes students don't quite know when we have an assessment with them. And the reason the why is important is because I want to tell you about one of our business English students. She is having intense English lessons online with us. Her name is Mariluz. She's Spanish. She lives in Madrid. She is the Chief Marketing Officer for Rastreator, and they are a price comparison website. They offer insurance, and they are one of the leading providers in Spain. They're part of Admiral, and Admiral are one of our clients. And she came to us 2 years ago after she had attended a marketing conference in Cardiff at the head office, and she said that it was a disaster for her. She really fell out of her depth. Not only did she have to keep up with English the whole day long, but she had to cope with all the different accents because there were lots of European peers that were attending as well. And she felt in her head, she knew what she wanted to say, but she couldn't quite get that across. She had to simplify and dumb down a lot of what she was saying. She then came to us and said that she never wanted to attend another marketing conference where she felt that she felt uncomfortable and she didn't get a lot out of it and she couldn't contribute. So we devised a timetable for her. We did a cross-section of listening and reading skills, a lot of conversation focusing on marketing trends, data, the economic climate, business practices, what was going on in terms of the insurtech industry, and lots of communication skills. The most important thing for her was to improve her level of confidence so that she could speak up in business scenarios and also socially as well. When we're teaching business students, it's not just about your typical scenarios that you'd expect to find yourself in, but also to build a connection and a rapport with, other departments, with other people, so you can hold your own in social situations. After this year's annual marketing conference, we had an amazing lesson. I could see it in her face. She had to conduct a presentation completely in English in front of, I think it was probably around 80 or 90 people. She had to field questions and answers, and she had to sit next to the CEO for Admiral himself, David Stevens. He's one of the founders and directors. And when I spoke to her about how she felt at the end of that day, she said that everything went really well. Her English isn't perfect. There were times where she had to ask him to repeat questions, but she really felt that she was able to convey what she wanted to, both from a business perspective and socially. They were able to laugh and have fun and have a joke, and that was something she wasn't able to do at the previous marketing conference. And then the following week, she had another event, dinner and drinks with Annette Court. She is the chairwoman of Admiral. And it was a similar scenario where she had to talk about the business developments, the challenges that they faced, this financial year. They had to talk about Brexit, they had to talk about Spanish elections as well. So it wasn't simply business orientated, but it was also about the business landscape as a whole, Spanish politics and the Spanish economy. And she left that dinner and dance feeling really confident. She really could see that her hard work had paid off, and she was able to have conversations in scenarios where previously she would have been very nervous. And this time round, she felt really comfortable, she felt at ease, and it went really well. So this brings me back to the point that when you start classes with us, It's one of the reasons why we offer a free assessment lesson. We want to get to the heart of why it is that you're learning the language. What is your main motivation so we can help and get you to where you want to be?